What's up, podcast? Welcome to Press Sports Big Bites, episode 31. We got Mac Guscette, class of 2020, Florida baseball commit coming on. We'll be talking about just his experience through the years at all these perfect game tournaments, his commitment to Florida, and his strange love for pandas. So definitely stick around. We got a good podcast coming at you, and let's take those big bites. Big bites. Big bites.
Big bites only. Back on the podcast grind after taking off for like a week.
Yeah, I've obviously been really busy with the new app, and you've, by the way, Isaac just officially announced he transferred to, you want to tell him?
The University of South Florida after
Yes, sir.
a long-awaited decision.
Yeah, so Isaac just came up with that decision, and so he's been busy kind of doing that stuff. We went to Hoover, Alabama last week and the week before. Got some good interviews in, so we haven't really had much time to do these podcasts. But here we are now, and we got Mac Spaghetti Guscette.
Yes,
No,
he's
That's the first thing I thought of was spaghetti when I saw Guscette.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. He's a Florida commit, and he's a really talented catcher. Was in the draft this year. He didn't get drafted,
Yep.
or maybe he got offered. I don't know. We'll ask him that. But he's looking to head to UF in a month or so and start his career as a freshman there. Good luck to him.
Yeah, the dude can rake, and he is a good catcher behind the plate. Saw some of his videos on the app. So yeah, definitely get fan him up. We'll have new podcasts every Sunday and Tuesday. We're gonna get back on that train. Trying to think what else is new. I mean, we're gonna start attending these perfect game events, even though Isaac had to unfortunately leave me on last Wednesday. But I think he will be coming back to Atlanta sometime soon, and
Very soon.
We'll go to some more of these tournaments. It's really cool getting to talk to these guys in person. Yeah, that's about it. All right, let's go ahead and get Mac on. And yeah.
What up, Mac?
What's up?
Mac, what's up, man? How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Doing good, dude. Doing good. Gotta be honest, the first thing that I thought of when I heard Mac Guscette was spaghetti. It's dinner time, so I'm starving.
Yeah, it's that everyone says my last name wrong.
Well, how do you say it?
It's Guscette.
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 Good deal, man. How you been?
I'm good. Getting bored, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Are you excited to head up to UF very soon?
Yeah, I wish we could get up there earlier, but
What day do they have you coming back or going up?
August 24th.
Ooh.
That's close. Let's get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm getting pretty bored too. And Georgia, I'm in Atlanta, so Georgia just had another COVID spike a few days ago. So hopefully nothing really gets canceled or closed.
Yeah, around here in Venice, it's been spiking.
Yeah, so at first I thought it was maybe Venice, California.
Nah.
When I saw which I love Venice, Cal. I haven't been down to Venice, Florida though. Where is it?
It's like 10 minutes south of Sarasota.
I was literally in Sarasota a month ago. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
But I kind of wanted to just start off the podcast with like a typical day in the life for you right now. Obviously, it's still technically coronavirus season, and people are still quarantined at home and not really doing much. But what's like a typical day in the life for you, Mac, for everyone who's listening right now?
Right now, I mean, I wake up at around 5:30 or 6 and go work out, and then I I'm playing the Florida Gulf Coast League, so we have games at 10 every day. And then after that, I mean, I kind of just chill because I'm not trying to do too much right now since nothing really important's going on. I'm not trying to hurt myself like by working out too much and playing.
Yeah, one thing I like to ask all the athletes that come on this podcast is just kind of what have you been focusing on during this whole quarantine? Because it's a weird time with everything kind of closed, the batting cages, all that. So you kind of had a time to yourself. What were you kind of focusing on the most during this quarantine?
Definitely working out because my trainer still stayed open during the whole time, and I needed to gain weight and just get stronger. So I grind. It was a grind, waking up early, and then it was some long days.
Yeah, for sure. Days are getting long with the quarantine. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So you've played in 42 perfect game events. I was kind of just looking at your perfect game profile, and it looks like you've excelled tremendously in those kind of showcases and tournaments. What kind of how do you prepare for those tournaments, and what advice kind of would you give to these other athletes on how to approach these tournaments?
I mean, for me, I don't really do anything leading up to it. I mean, I just do my normal stuff, workout and hit, but I don't try to think too much of them because I've learned that the simpler you keep everything, the better you'll do. So I kind of, all the summers before, this past summer, going into my senior year, I kind of didn't do how I was should have because I committed freshman year to Florida. And I remember that summer after it was the worst summer of my life.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking that I had to live up to this standard since I committed so early and had to prove everyone why I was. Mm-hmm. And then this summer I kind of just said who cares what anyone thinks, and I just went out and balled.
Yeah.
But I mean, the things I would say to younger kids is don't, because everyone's worried about their perfect game ranking or what all these scouts think of them, and I would just say, do you, don't worry about what anyone else thinks.
Mm-hmm.
I think I agree because that's the biggest thing for a lot of kids who commit at an early age is that they commit and then the hype that goes around your name once you commit also follows a lot of pressure, also follows a lot of, eyes being on you no matter where you go. It could be any event, it could be high school, or it could be just out in public in general for people around your area that know who you are. So obviously around Venice, I'm pretty sure around you where you live, everyone knows who, Matt Guscette is, and he's Florida, he's doing that. So speaking from experience too as well, there is a lot of pressure that comes behind committing at a very young age. And not a lot of people know that or experience that. It just depends on who you are, honestly, too. But especially a school like Florida, and you live in Florida, so it just doubles down.
Yeah. Everyone's always it's the Florida commit, and you're a freshman.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying that when they see your name, so it's all right.
So I kind of want to touch on the MLB draft this year, honestly. Obviously, for people who know you and people who know how good you are as a player, even for yourself, everyone had high expectations for you to go up in the draft this year and do what you had to do this year in the draft, potentially take the money that you were going to be offered, or say no, thank you, I'm heading up to UF to ball out for 2 years, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So kind of talk about the draft for you this year. What kind of went behind the draft for you?
Well, so at the beginning, I mean, I was kind of going to go to Florida no matter what, just because I want my education. So in case when it comes and I get drafted, if I get hurt, I don't have to go back to school for 4 years. But this year, since I thought about the draft a lot more than I probably should have, just because cutting it down to 5 rounds, and I set my number at the same I would have, but I actually 2 days before the draft I opted out. I took myself out just because I knew for what's going on in minor league baseball and how no one knows if they're going to play this year or maybe even next year. There's no point to go through that and have to sit at home and do nothing. I'd rather go to Florida, I'm pretty sure I know I'll play and just have like fun. Have those 3 years to get bigger, stronger, and better, and then come time to the draft in 3 years, maybe I can go a lot higher than I would have in high school.
Yeah.
That's true. And I kind of want to also talk a little bit. My bad. There's a little echo in the background. All right, it went away.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's on my end or your end.
No, it's all good. So I kind of also want to touch a little bit the fact that you're a catcher. You're
Yeah.
going to UF knowing that you have Cal Greenfield, who would be a returning fifth year or fourth year. He's going for his senior year. So Cal's coming back. You have
Yeah.
Nathan Hickey, who's coming back for his sophomore season from having a really good freshman campaign for himself.
Yeah.
Plus those two guys who I can think of right now who are already there. Obviously, Brady Smith got drafted, and not that he was catching much this year anyways, but still, you have those two guys ahead of you right now. What kind of mindset do you have for yourself going in there, knowing that you have two returners who are both contenders to be starters again?
I mean, I'm just gonna go into how I approach everything else. Like, obviously, I feel like stuff's gonna be said just because like I'm the new kid, but I'm just gonna approach it like I do every day. Just grind in there, do what I do, and then not worry about what like everyone else is saying around it.
It's true. Because a lot of people honestly just get caught up in themselves, number one, and telling like obviously for me, for example, I went to UF as well, but going in there was Brady McConnell got drafted. This is my position. This is my spot. Let me go in there and let me just do what I have to do and just take and earn that spot, whatever. But the fight wasn't there for myself. That I didn't put in as much work as I should have.
Yeah.
And once you slip up an opportunity for somebody else, they're gonna take it and they're gonna run with it. So obviously hoping for the best for you. You go in there, put your name out there, because defensively, there's hands down that you're probably the best out of the three. Just from seeing you play as well, and offensively as well, you can honestly compete with Nathan Ickey at the highest level too. So just hoping you go in there and ball out and do what you do this year, and we'll play against USF at your new stadium.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
see what's up.
Yeah.
I'll be going to that game.
Are you excited to be catching for Tommy Mays, Jack Leftwich, Christian Scott, all those guys who are
nasty,
were potential or were first round, top 5 round draft picks this year's draft? They're coming back sitting mid upper 90s and just nasty stuff. So are you excited to be catching those guys?
Oh, I can't wait because like summer ball, like this summer I caught like Mick Abel and all them. And they sit mid upper 90s, and it's honestly so much easier.
Oh, of course.
And,
really?
like,
why is that?
I mean, from a catching standpoint, I mean, usually when you throw that hard and like you're like that good, they don't really miss a lot. So you're kind of just sitting there knowing where the ball's gonna be.
Yeah. Well, that's always good as a catcher. They're not missing. So yeah, one thing, you have a lot of experience at the catcher position, obviously. What kind of tips would you give kind of the young catchers listening right now on what they should be doing at the catcher position to prepare and all that to really excel at the position?
Focus on catching and not hitting. Okay. Because most teams for either college or if they potentially like the major leagues, they want the catching before you're hitting. They want the defense before the bat. So work as much as you can, but like behind the plate, and like make it come natural. Because like right now, I do some catching things, but it's so natural to me right now, just because I've focused just on catching for so long.
Yeah. Would you recommend a catcher be playing multiple positions?
I mean, yeah, I played third and first base also. It just helps you like learn more about the game if you play more positions.
Definitely. So
because you know where to be and you know what's going to happen in those situations.
Yeah. So one thing I wanted to ask, you've caught some of the best high school pitchers in the country. Who is the nastiest you've ever caught or faced?
Ooh. Alex Santos was definitely the nastiest kid I had to face.
New York kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Because he throws like 7 different pitches, all for strikes.
Yep, that's not easy.
I remember I faced him. I warmed him up in the bullpen at trials this like last summer at Dodger Stadium, and then they made me go hit against him. I don't think I took the bat off my shoulder.
Jeez. What was he
Nah.
throwing? Like, what was his nastiest pitch?
He had his
Just
slider. He throws a 2-seam and then he comes back with the slider, and it's just not fair.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, who was the best catcher in the 2020 class and plus the 2020 draft? Who was hands down the best catcher?
I think defensively, Drew Romo. He's just an athlete. He moves so well behind the plate. And then the best hitting catcher, hands down, Tyler Soderstrom. He was the first high school catcher taken in the draft.
What separated you from them?
I feel like I'm more of a leader. I vocalize more on the field than almost, I would say, anyone. And I worry about, I take the game into my own hands and make sure everyone knows what to do. I'm very vocal, and I like to take care of my pitching staff. I know every pitcher that I catch in and out.
Yeah, that's big. The chemistry is big.
Yeah.
So on the app, I saw you were playing. I don't know if it was a tournament or what, but you're playing at Marlins Park in Miami, man. What was that? How was that like?
Oh yeah, that was states play.
Yeah.
That was we played. It was Florida, Georgia, and it was a 3-game series. Played obviously at Marlins Park. We swept them.
Nice.
Did nothing. Nah, but that was a cool experience. That was one of the last things, one of the last events of my travel ball.
Yeah.
So, and I played against everyone there. I knew everyone there. It was just a fun time.
Yeah, man, that video you uploaded, you hit a freaking seed.
Yeah.
You got it all.
I still remember that. I come up. I don't remember who's pitching, but there's a runner on third. I think we're up by a run, and I'm like, Mac, do not strike out. Just put this ball in the air.
Yeah.
And it was a low fastball, and I was so out in front of it, and then it just kept going. I was like, what is going on? Because my friend, my friend Irv Carter was in the stands, and he was videoing me, and he sent me the video after, and the ball just kept going. I did not think I got all of it at all.
Yeah, I mean, I thought you did it at first because the crowd was also kind of going crazy. So I was like,
yeah.
But so Mac, you've seen the old app, and now we have this new app that's out. It's kind of like a TikTok just for sports highlights. What do you think about it?
I mean, yeah, I like it because obviously TikTok's the trend right now.
Yeah.
And, I mean, TikTok's just easy to maneuver. Where everything is. And
Yeah.
it's just, I feel like it's easier to just see everything.
Yeah, definitely. It's cool seeing like Hunter Barco was posting a few weeks ago, which is interesting. So it's cool seeing the college guys also get involved in it.
No, yeah, that's cool.
Video. I saw Kumar posted a really cool video the other day.
Yeah, Kumar Rocker just posted, so that's pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah, he's
disgusting. I faced him when he was still in high school.
Did you ever catch him?
Nah, I hit against him though.
How was that?
It was scary. It was scary.
He's huge.
Yeah, he's just so big on the mound.
Yeah, he's huge.
I played with him and Hankins my freshman year of high school in the I think it was the BCS if I'm mistaken, but Ethan came in in the 5th inning to throw an inning or two, and it was just the shift we had was disgusting. It was like I was playing third base and I was playing like shortstop, more up the middle, and the shortstop and second baseman, first base were all right side because these kids were nowhere near on time for his fastball. And then Kumar came in to close it out, and it was just the heaviest fastball I've probably ever seen. It was just heavy, just boom, dropping, and
Nasty.
hard to hit some of
Yeah.
the drops at 99, 98 miles an hour.
Yeah,
Does it
he's,
Two studs.
Does this fastball kind of come up on you faster than what it looks?
yeah, I
yeah.
think it did.
Yeah.
I agree.
He's
All right,
just, yeah.
Go for it, Mac.
Nah, he's just pitchers like that are that big. It's just so much different.
Yeah, he makes it like 10 feet short of a distance because of how far he just stretches off the mound. But
Yeah.
all right, Mac. Well, we're gonna do this lightning round, man. It's basically we got 10 or 12 questions. Some of them take a while to answer, so there's not really a lightning aspect to this.
All right.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
What bat do you use right now?
I just broke mine, so Marucci.
Nice. What kind of glove do you catch with?
A2000.
Favorite ballpark you've ever played in?
Fenway.
Ooh, you played in Fenway?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Favorite word to say right now? Like, what are you saying? And you're like, wow, I say that way too much.
Probably chill. Like when someone says something, I'm just like, chill.
What catcher do you look up to most and try to replicate, whether it be pro, college, whatever?
It was definitely Mike Rivera at Florida.
If you could be any animal, what would you be?
Oh, a panda.
Why a panda? This is
Just
this
because
is good.
their life looks like so much fun, just
It's-
sitting there, and like the environment they live in.
Speaking of chill, pandas.
Yeah, exactly. they just sit there. They're always relaxed. Nothing's always wrong with them.
Don't pandas like? Is it bamboo that they love?
Yeah.
Yes, dude. Yeah, that's probably the best answer we've heard for that question. Actually,
It is panda.
usually people are like, "Oh, I want to be a lion," and we're like, "Oh, cool." It's like, so yeah. It's
I thought Bobby Witt's llama was pretty funny.
yeah, the llama
No,
was.
yeah, that was funny. I saw that.
I was like, okay, interesting.
He's like, yeah, so now we got llama versus panda. That'll be good.
Throw up a story, compare the two.
What's up?
Okay, what's your favorite food?
Steak.
Steak, yeah, gotta be steak. One pitcher, pro or college, that you want to catch. That you'd want to catch.
Ooh. I want to catch Kumar bad.
Kumar?
Yeah.
Nice. Maybe we could set that up somehow. I don't know.
Thanks.
Who has the biggest impact on your life?
It probably would be my grandpa.
Good deal. PS4 or Xbox?
PS4.
Favorite game?
Oof. I don't know. I don't really play video games that much.
Isaac is always playing COD.
Oh, I know. It would probably be COD, but I don't really play much.
Yeah, Isaac's actually pretty good. I'll give Isaac that. I played with him like last week when he was in Atlanta, and he's pretty good. Better feeling. I mean, I couldn't really think of a better question. I was saying, what's a better feeling, home run or throwing someone out?
That's got to be throwing someone out.
Nice. I like the guys that are all about the defense.
Because then it's just no one can talk.
That's
yeah, people hit home runs, especially the best feeling throwing someone out was definitely when I threw out Christian Cairo. Because there's only two people that I cannot throw out. It's Enrique Bradfield and Cairo.
And you threw him out.
Yeah, I've never thrown out Enrique. That's just it's not gonna happen.
He's that fast?
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Jeez. What is the feeling like when you do like throw someone, and you just release the ball and you're like, oh yes, this is about to be
Oh,
done.
you can tell when I know it's because I just pick my helmet back up and just walk back.
That's awesome.
Like there's a video on Instagram. I don't remember what page it was on. It was from last summer, and this kid tried to steal, and as soon as I threw it, I ran to the dugout.
I think I've seen that.
That's awesome. What's your favorite song right now? This is a big one because we close out the podcast with this song.
Ooh,
Chills.
Choose
I don't
wisely.
know. I don't know. I kind of like One Shot, Young Boy's new song.
Young Boy, One Shot.
Yeah.
All right, we'll just close it out with that then.
That'd be perfect.
All right, well, that's actually it, man. Mac, I appreciate you coming on, dog. Whenever you're in Atlanta, let me know, and we'll meet up. Hopefully, one day the Braves will draft you. I'm a huge Braves fan, man.
Yeah, I mean, the Braves Stadium, we just got a new one in Venice.
Wait, say that again?
The Braves just built a stadium in Venice.
Really? For spring training?
Yeah, it's Cool Today Park. It's insane.
Dude, yeah, are they playing the MLB games in Florida? Do you know? Is that what they're doing?
I think so.
Yeah, I think they're trying to keep everyone, like, in their spring training. Because I know in Arizona they're doing some. But yeah, dude, I appreciate you coming on, man. That was fun. Wish you the best luck with Florida, man, and I'll definitely come watch you play probably Isaac next year.
Yeah.
Hey,
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
I
no
appreciate
doubt.
you hopping on the podcast. For everybody who's listening right now, make sure you go follow Mac on Instagram at Mac Guscette, and the same as his press profile. Make sure you follow him on Twitter, Snapchat, and everything as well. Hey, Mac, it was a good time having you, bro.
Yeah, good talking to you again, Isaac.
All right, bro. Have a good one.
All right, Mac, take care, man.
You guys too.
That was fire.
That was good. Dude, very humble guy. Like, and you asked him, like he was the best player in the draft. He didn't say himself. He knows that he needs to improve to get to that level. And
I would, you know me, I would have said myself.
oh, I know. I
Without
was
a doubt.
I was thinking like, wow, someone asked Isaac that. What
I mean,
would
I thought
say?
at first he probably would have said himself. Just as a confidence thing, or as just as
it is a confidence thing, but I also think like to actually acknowledge that you need to improve to get to their level it's mature. It's good.
Yeah, respect that.
Um,
You can always tell the difference between having a younger guy on the podcast compared to when we have our our seniors in high school and our college guys and our pro guys. It's just a whole different kind of talk when we have it. So
yeah, these podcasts are cool. I mean, we're definitely gonna start ramping these back up. I think it's hopefully we can get to another tournament and get some in-person podcasts. I think that would be really cool.
yeah.
I'm freaking sick of the Corona stuff. If they close stuff down, I'm gonna actually be pretty ticked. But besides that, I mean, the dude's got some handles behind the plate. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, who else do we have coming on, Isaac?
We have
Christian Soto.
We have a lot of guys coming on, and it's just not just baseball players. There's a bunch of football players too who are gonna hop on here.
Yeah.
Just a list of some names. Probably sorry.
No, you're good.
Like Carson Applegate, he's hopping on. Dylan Bowen, Jake Miller. We have
a lot of guys.
Kylie Cruz. She's a volleyball player. Joseph Charles, Brendan Malone. Just a whole bunch of football players too. Just off the top of my head on my phone.
Good deal. Well, nice. Well, I guess we'll close one out. That was a good one. It was long, but hey, it was good. You guys keep on working. We'll be releasing every Tuesday and Sunday night. Make sure to subscribe, whether on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, whatever, and check out the new app. Check out Isaac's profile. You don't have to check out my profile because all my stuff's boring. But
go follow him on Instagram.
What's that again?
I said go follow Drew on Instagram at Drew Bond.
Follow Isaac on Instagram. He's still approaching 10K. But all right, guys, I'll take care. Here's a one shot by Young Boy.
If they tell me that I got one shot, I'm gonna go. I ain't going out like no, ain't even no. I'm going out with these riches and these bitches know. I'm going out past that limit, let my glizzy blow. Started with a dream, I lost my brother, think about him daily. See the finish line in my eye, pray to God I make it. My soul belongs to my family, I can't let them take it. So if I live or die, just know forever we the greatest. Modifications on the engine, I'ma hit. Even if it's safe, boy, take my life, yeah. I'ma go all out with the ones I came in with. That tall if it's wrong or right. Right into a stand, have a shootout inside this club. I took too many hands, I flipped this bitch you even more. She told me that she can't fuck with me, I approached her like a thug. Plus she probably looked up in my face and seen I'm full of drugs. If they tell me that I got one shot, I'm gonna go. I ain't going out like no, ain't even know. I'm going out with these riches and these bitches know. I'm going out past that limit, let my glizzy blow.